Hey everybody, it's me, and I'm doing a painting for the Black Las Vegas Food Festival and Block Party next Saturday at I think it's like Colorado Boulevard and Casino Center. So I'm gonna do this, and this one's gonna be in a raffle. So I'm going to show you the picture. Oops. I'm going to show you the picture that I'm going to do this for. And it's this very, let's see if I can find the phone. It's this very handsome young man. He's a Samburu warrior. So I'm going to do this. And I'm just working from a photo. And I'm using my paints that I use for my paint parties. And hopefully I'll be able to hook up. Oh dang, it's like I need to like do this phone so that it's like stays better. I tried to get my other iPad, but it's like so old that it doesn't work very well anymore. So I'm trying to mix my colors in so I have some of the right colors that I need for him. He's a nice chocolate brother, but I'm gonna mix in some of these colors here, and I might have to get a flat brush. Have a nice flat brush in here. I think I'm going to use that because it's easier to mix these colors with this flat brush when you're mixing this paint. And my paint's really, I haven't gotten any new paint. This paint's really dried out, some of it. And I already painted the background orange. It's yellow, orange, and kind of those colors in there. So, but I want to mix some of these colors in here so that I have like a nice base. And I'll turn this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. And you can see, and I'll turn this off because I know it's always better to see what I'm doing. Let's see. And my girl that's always following me on Facebook is on the road right now. I think trying to get some lotto tickets for the $1 billion. I don't know, did somebody win the $1 billion? I don't know. I can't tell. I don't watch TV all the time. I watch the internet, so, you know, because they have all these political ads right now that's driving me crazy, so I can't really stand that anymore. And hopefully I can see what color this is. It's hard for me to tell what color anything is with this, without any light, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I guess that's a good enough thing. So, oh, dang, this one. See, this is why I need my iPad. But it's not loading. So I'll see if it's going to load right quick and see if I can get my picture up so I don't have to keep looking for that. If I could just get this one picture, it'd be so nice. No, it didn't do it. That's like so messed up. All right, well, I'm going to have to use my phone. All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and start in. You know, I mean, this thing times out. Maybe I'll change the settings on it so that it doesn't time out every 2 seconds because that's like really super annoying. Let's see. I don't know. How do you change the settings? Oh, man. I don't know how to do that. If somebody knows how to do that. Hey, Kat, how you doing? I don't know how to change the settings on my phone so it doesn't like keep timing out every 15 seconds. Display. Is that on display? No. Screen? No. I don't know. I need to make my phone so it doesn't time out every like 2 seconds so that I can look at this picture because my iPad is like so old. I have a district iPad that's so old that it just can't, it won't update to anything. And, you know, I can't even get Google Photos now. It's so sad. It's just sad. It's a sad little thing. It really is. Maybe I can change it here. And no, I don't think I can change it there. I can't remember how I set this now. Okay, well, I'm going to have to live with it. So, anyway. That was not it. Oh, shoot. It's in Google Photos. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to, how do you paint with one hand? I'm gonna have to put it over here so I can put my finger on it. So if I put my finger on it, I can paint with one hand, kind of, sort of. Okay, and I think I need a smaller brush, but I'm just gonna start blocking him in and paint his whole head in. And then I have lots of this color, so if I mess up, then it'd be okay. I'm just going to start painting his face in. And I'm just going to paint in a general oval. And paint in where I know his eyes are, because your eyes are really in the middle of your head. And then your lips. Okay, and then he's got all this cool stuff on his face, so I'm just going to start kind of blocking in some color. Wow, that's really dry. I need some water on this, man. This is really, really dry. So I'm just going to paint in some general color for his face. Just some really light color. And then in places I'm going to keep it kind of light. And if you hear weird sounds, it's like probably my neighbors and stuff. I'm going to put some darker colors where I know it's his lips, and then the side of his face is going to be darker. And this looks really bad and rough and stuff, and so, and then where it's really light, I'm going to put some lighter colors in there. So I'm going to let some of that light color from the background be like kind of underneath his face and along the side of his nose. He has kind of a long nose and the tip of his nose. And I'm going to try not to add any try not to add any white to this, because but I really need some water on here. And then in the top of his head, it's more reddish, because his hair is very red. He has like henna or something in his head. And I'm going to try and add some of that in there. And right now I'm just blocking in color so that I can have some color on here. I'm going to spray this with some water so that this paint flows. Because as I tell everyone that I know, if your paint doesn't flow, then I don't know what you're painting. You're not really doing anything. Alright, and I get some, I'll just get my basics in there. Because I just want some basic color in there so I have an idea of what I'm doing. Have some lights and some darks. I'm going to bring his chin down a little bit more. His chin's a little more pointy. And I might switch to my big brush because this is a lot of area to cover. There we go. I want to smooth that out some. So I got really dark over here, and his ears over there, and he's got like these big weird earrings. I do want to like preserve some of that light in there, so it's very light under his cheekbones are in light, and also his chin right there at the bottom of his chin, it's light, and there's a little bit of light on the side of his face. Like this side of his face is more light than dark, so while this is wet, I take some of this paint off so that I can see planes of his face. Go like this, and then like this, then like this, then like that. So those are kind of the planes of his face. And then up here on the top of his head too, add some more water so that I can get some of that paint off of there and get back to some of the light. It's kind of hard to see everything. So I'm going to paint his face in before I get into there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Got a little too dark too quick. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. It's kind of hard to do this with your one hand. Just I didn't realize how much I'm using my hands. So I'm just kind of lightly painting in where I want his eyes and stuff to be, and where his eyebrows are going to be, so that it can start to take some shape here. So I can see that with the brush, even though this is a big brush. And he's got this coming up, coming down. Okay, so now I'm going to get my smaller brush. I have a really small brush, and I can start to add in some dark color. Oh wait, I think I need to wait for this to dry a little bit. I'm going to smooth that out a little bit. I may have to wait for paint to dry so I can get in another layer of paint. I know it looks kind of rough right now, and I have it darker on this side than it is on this side, so. And this may not look exactly like the sky. I mean, I'd like it to, but it may end up being whatever it wants to be. So right now I'm going to clean my brushes off with a paper towel so that they're nice and clean. And I'm going to let that dry for just a little bit. My round brush is really dirty because I was mixing colors with it. In the meantime, I probably need to spray my paint because this is the desert and it gets super dry here. People who don't live here don't realize how dry it really is. It just dries out everything. And then I need something to empty this dirty water into other than my clean water. Oh, I do have an extra bucket, but it's full of paintbrushes, so I think that's going to have to. Then we'll have to like remove all these brushes out of this paint, out of this thing, and put them in something else. So I can use this for my bucket, because I really need this bucket right now. So I'm gonna, you're gonna hear some noises. I'm moving paintbrushes out of one bucket into another bucket, because I need this bucket for my dirty water, because I don't feel like getting that moving. So it's kind of full, my bucket. So I got a lot of stuff in here. Ooh, that brush is nice. Ooh, ooh, that's a nice brush. Ooh, ooh, that feels so good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, that's a nice brush. Okay, so, and I have this little gun thing, this torch. I've never used it because I'm afraid of, like, burning my house down. So it doesn't have any butane in it. I'm scared to use it. I'm scared I might, like, burn my house up because, you know, I can be a little bit careless. Okay, so this is the bucket I'm going to use to empty my dirty water in so that I don't have to get up, because I have lots of clean water, but it's just it's in a bigger bucket than this. But I'm going to use this to empty my dirty water so I can clean my brush. So I'm going to do this probably twice. So I'm going to pour it in here. Oh, it looks like chocolate milk. Put that over there. Try not to disturb anything that I have over there. I have glitter I bought all this glitter at the dollar store. It was so cheap, but it was so nice, such nice glitter. Oh, maybe I shouldn't get all that much. So I need to finish cleaning this brush out. But, you know, I got like 2 shades. It's like it came in all these different shades of purples. And so it just went like, you know, different shades of purple and different shades of, what's up with this? Why does that look like that? Oh, okay. It came in all these different shades of purple and blues and greens and pinks. And then it had all these cool whites and iridescent. It was very cool. Very cool. So I think that's starting to dry a little bit. And I can maybe start doing my next layers. And my brushes are clean. And I can throw this away. I can put away my dirty cloth. And then I'll get my image back up so I can see what I'm doing again. Okay, so there's my guy. That's the guy I'm going to be doing. And I'll put him down right here so I can see what I'm doing with him. And tilt this up just a little bit so you guys can see. And so now that I have him, I'm going to start blocking in some darker colors, some darker values, so I can do his eyes a little bit. Oh, I still got to hold this thing on here, this stupid thing. And eyes are really hard for me because they never come out the same. I think I need a different brush for that. I need a small brush. Get a small brush. Use a small brush for that. Yeah, that's better. And some more water, please. More water. More. Need more water. Okay, so then now I can put in. So I feel like once I put in the eyes, then I can put in the rest of the face. And this got a little out of hand, so I'm gonna like put some. It's a little bit heavy, so that's okay though. I'll fix it later. I'm gonna get a little bit of black in there. Mix it in a little. It's a little dark, but I want it to be so I can see his eyes. Okay, so now that I have that, I need to put this over here. Move my scissors out the way. Okay, so now that I have his eyes in, then I can start to make the rest of his face. And I'm going to be working with some lights and darks, so I'm going to put some yellow on this part. And maybe, it seems like I need a lighter color. I need more variety of color. I might have to like go to my El Faco colors, my El Chico colors, because I need some more different yellows. I need I need like some more yellows. Oh. Because this yellow, it's real transparent, so let me see if I can use some of this color on here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Put that on the tip of his nose, and it needs to lighten up some. So let me see, I'm going to add some of my, that's not too much. Sunny day, I don't think I want to add that. That's not too yellow. Where's all my colors at? Are they still stuck in my thing? Seems like lemon yellow. That's way too light. I think I'm just going to... Oh, dang it! Come back. There you go. Okay, I think I'm just going to add a little bit of bright yellow on here. It's so translucent that you really can't see it. And maybe just the tiniest bit of white on here. Because there is a white line that comes down the middle of his face. And there's one under here, too. But I'm just gonna like just put a tiny bit of that, and then put in his nose so I can see it. Okay, so add a little bit more dark. There's the light is definitely coming from a different direction here, so I'm gonna put. It's coming from. Oh dang, that's just it's so translucent. This paint is so translucent. It's getting hard. I have to wait for it to dry so much. It's so different to paint on this canvas board. I'm not really liking it that much. It's like I have to put so much paint on here to not see the board underneath. It's like kind of jacking me up. Okay, I'm gonna move on because if you get bogged down in something, then you should move on to something else. So his lips are very dark. He has like a little ridge on his lips. And then there's a really nice line. But he's not actually smiling. Even though I made him smile. Okay, let me take the smile off of his face because he's not smiling. Add a little bit of black in there. Okay, that went in the wrong direction. Add some more red, brown to that. Put a highlight over there on that lip. A little bit more brown. And then some here. It kind of comes down and there's like a little dip. A little bit of light color in there. And then there's like a little line up here above his lips. Okay, let's see what I'm doing here. And then he has like a definite shadow under his lips. his lips are more full than this, so let me make them much more full. Go up, come back down. And add a tiny bit of black to that to fill those lips out. Oh, it's too much on that side. And let's see, I need to add a little bit of white in those lips, just a tiny bit. And they come down this way too. That brown in there. Okay, I don't think he's smiling no more. He don't look like he's smiling. He's a warrior. He's not smiling. Well, they do smile, but he's not smiling right now. Put a little bit dark, that dark line back on top. Now you can see it better. And that's just kind of like the reflection of the fullness of his lips. So he's got a little bit, his lips are a little bit darker on the ends. So I'm going to put just a little bit of that dark red and brown on there. Right on the edges. And drag that towards the bottom. And kind of in the middle, it's not as dark. So I'm going to add just a little bit. It's got a little bit of yellow in that, on those lips too. A little bit of yellow in that. So I'm going to drag that. And that's also the case up here at the top. Okay, so clean my brush off. And a little bit of that dark color, that really black, because he's got like a really dark line underneath his lips. And I want to put that in. And he's got a really dark line. Yeah, my paint is so dry. Oh, geez. Got a really dark line. Really dark line. Add some more black to that. Got a really dark line. Right between his lips. Very dark. Okay, so now I can go back and finish up that part of his face. And then, oh, he does have a shadow down here. Little shadow down here under his chin. And then under the shadow is a area of white light that's shining off his chin. Because he's got an area of white light shining off of his chin. So let me put in some dark color, some brown for his chin. Fill that in. Lighten that up some, so you can see that lightness on his chin. Lighter skin. It's not really lighter skin, it's just light shining on his skin that looks light. Okay, and this is going to the different planes of his face. Might need some more of this color, which involves a lot of squeezing. Lots of squeezing. So I'm going to, this is all darker here. It's going in this direction up to the planes of his face. So. I'm going to put like a little line here, because there's a bit underneath here. There's a little bit of shadow here, right in here, where it's his the line of his face. It gets darker there. And then up in here is where it's really light. It gets lighter up in here. I'm gonna have to fix his nose because I don't like that at all. His nose is very, very fine. So let me come in with some color and just color that nicely with the little bitty brush. I may have to turn the light on because I can't see anything. Yeah, better. I can sort of see. I can see what I painted, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see. I hope y'all can see because I couldn't see nothing. I really need to see what I'm doing. Let's see. Why do I hear pigeons? I hate pigeons. I really hate pigeons. Okay, so his nose comes down like this. It goes like this. What is that? Ew. It's gross. Whatever that is. Okay, so it comes down like this. Okay, and then underneath that is a shadow. There's a shadow underneath that. So I need to paint in the shadow so you can see the nose. And that goes in the nostrils too. That's too dark. Okay. Let me fix that. Right click. I don't like that. That's one thing I like about acrylic. You can fix stuff pretty easily while you're still wet. Let me like get my brush really nice and pointy. Okay, I'm liking that a little better. There we go. I'm going to get some of this lighter color. Come back in. There we go. This nose is not distinct. If I was drawing this, it would already be done. Drawing and painting, two different things. Painting, you have to get that color in there so it's just right. Let me add some lighter color in here. Because this is part of the problem that I'm seeing, is that I'm seeing the tip of his nose. Oh, I need to add some white in here on the right here. Anyway, right under his chin, I need to add some of that. Some yellow, red, blue. After I had painted that, and I didn't finish doing it properly. I don't want to mess up that mouth, so let me put that little light in there. Alright, and I need to just make some really, really watery dark color so I can make a skinny line. So I can just do the shape of his dang nose. The shadow. Of the brother's nose. Okay, I think I have it. Alright, let me get some. I think I might have to let that dry a little bit. Come back to it still again. Still gonna have to let it dry. Oh, dang it. This is more difficult than I thought it would be with this. Alright, I'm gonna come back in underneath right where I know his nose is. Come in with some light color. Maybe a little bit of white in here because there's white under his eye. White and yellow. This ochre color. This it's burnt sienna, I think. And a little water in case the paint flows better. He's really a very brown man, so he doesn't. This is just the highlight off of his cheek. Let me get a bigger brush because this is like annoying me. Oh, that just spreads that paint around. Ooh, I don't really like how that paints. Doesn't blend very well. Doesn't do too bad though. I kind of like how I can get in there though and clean that mess up right there that I made. Nice, nice. Hey, Daryl. How you doing, bro? This is what I'm doing, bro. Okay. I was just watching Verdine and Bootsy and something on John Lennon Bus or something. We were watching that. It was like a show from 2011 or something. Been seeing you all over the world. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. That's nice. Because this guy, he's young, so he doesn't really have wrinkles yet. He just has like an eye fold, which I'm going to do really quickly. You know how you have a fold under your eye. Let me put that in some black. And he just has like a line for under his eye. And he has like, his eyes are kind of, so I know that he has one eyebrow, like a fold for over his eye. But you can't really see it because his eyes are kind of in shadow, so I'm not going to really be able to see that very much. So I'm going to just keep that in as a shadow because it's very dark there. And then you're just going to see the brown of his skin. It gets light, then it gets dark. There we go. I'm liking that though. And then I'll put in his eyebrow. Very dark. Add some water here to my paint because it's drying out again. Because it's super dry in Las Vegas. Okay, so let me get some eyebrow in here. And it kind of comes down. This eyebrow kind of comes down a little bit. Yes, he does have eyelashes. He's a hunter. He needs to have eyelashes. He's a warrior. He has to have eyelashes so you can see in that sun. You just can't see them that well. So I'm going to make the fold of his skin. There you go. Alright, so let's see if I can do something with his other eye. Because I'm really good on that side. See how good I get on the other side. So I got this half of the face done pretty good. Let me get the skin above his eyebrow. Get that going. That's a little bit too dark. And then his ear. We'll deal with his ear after we get his face done. I'm pretty good with ears. Just want to get this part of his face done. Okay, and then he has like a bunch of stuff over his head, like beads and, all his protection for his warrior activities. So we'll get up in here. This is going to be where he's got all his jewels and his beads and all that stuff. So I'm going to try and get the other side of his face going and see what's happening with that. A little tiny bit of white underneath here. It was supposed to be in the first place. Actually, that's supposed to be black and white. I'm going to do it now. Too late. Okay, so let me see if I can get the other side of his face going on, and then I'll see about fixing this nose, because it's bothering me. It really is. And getting more definition in that nose so that you can see it really well. There's a shadow here. And then there's a shadow here. The bottom. Then there's just a shadow underneath here. There's nose is. It's really. Oh, I'm kind of liking his nose now, just a little bit. I'm liking it a little. I'll put some warm color there. Mix that in a little bit, and I can get it on the side there. Mix that in. Ooh, it's a little dark. It's okay though. There we go. Once I get some of this canvas covered, it's much easier to work with what I'm trying to do. When that's not covered, it's really much more difficult to do anything with this. So now I'm going to bring this down on this side. Try and work it. Oh, I forgot to put in his little face. Let me put in his it's on the wrong side of the brush. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Better. Let's lighten that up in the middle where there's light hitting. Put a little dip in the middle. A little dark dip. There we go. It's maybe too much. A little light on the side. There we go. Because it's got a little bit of dip there. And then there's a little dark part right here. There we go. Yep. Little dark part. Clean it up just a little bit. Clean that up. I want to like absorb that water. Not sure if I like that or not. I don't think I do. I need a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of some really light color. Because I see white right there. And I see it right here. And right here. And I see a little bit right here. I'm going to just really then after that, you know, whenever there's light, there's also dark. So you have to always know that that's what you're doing when you're doing that. There you have that light, you have that dark coming in too. Because he does have this little ridge of light on the top of his lip. And it's not really white. It's really kind of this light brown. Okay, I'll see if I like that later. I'll look at it again. Okay, let me keep moving on this side. Put some color on this side. Hook the brother up. Some dark brown. His face isn't as dark on this side as it is on the other side, but I do need to put in some of those lights. And then it's really light on this side, so I have to like put that kind of yellowish color in there so that it kind of blends in. Wow, this is really, really, really dry. Oh, that's the problem I was thinking about, yeah. It's so dry. Oh, let's not mess up the nose that I made, a nice nose. Okay, there we go. And then, of course, until you actually cover this canvas board, I don't think I like canvas board that much. I don't like it as much as I like canvas. There's just something different that I don't like about it. I don't know what it is. It's something I don't like. I don't know. Some weirdo thing that I can't quite put my finger on it yet. But I'll figure it out. I don't like it as much as I like canvas. Canvas has some kind of give to it that this doesn't have. Okay, and so he's got the same jawline going on here. I have to extend his head, make it a little bit thicker here. Come down a little bit more so I can give him his jawline. And then his face comes, it's got a little shadow here around his mouth, just a little. I don't know if you guys can see these nuances that I'm making. I guess you can, kind of. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. So let me put some of this yellow in here. Again, as I say, he's not that light-skinned of a brother, but, you know, when you're painting, oh, geez, that's the wrong color. When you're painting, it's kind of hard to, you know, get these colors just right. I mean, there's some people who I know can do it really well. I'm not one of those people. Okay, I'm gonna like make his eye a little bit bigger because it seems really small. So let me go in here, get some of this black, and I'm gonna make his eye bigger. And make it come up just a bit more. It doesn't really come up that more. This eye is even smaller than the other one. You know that your eyes are not the same size, right? Your face is not quite symmetrical. It's a little symmetrical, but not quite. No, that's the wrong color. You want his eye to be gray. Yuck. Let's just take that off of there now. The one thing I do like about canvas board is easy to take paint off. That's nice. Okay, so let me just put black on there so that his eye is black. That might be too big. I don't know. That seems kind of big to me. Let me just keep working it. See what happens. Okay, and then he has like a little line right here. Let me see if I can get it. front of that line, it's a little bit darker where his nose is. And then I'm going to get my black again. Well, there's a little shadow, and then there's a little light for his, oh wow, what happened to my brush? There's a little light where his nose is, so I'm going to just kind of put his nose back in. And then there's a little bit of light, and there's a little bit of shadow where his nose is. There's this line. Oh, listen to them hounds. They sure is making a racket. Okay, so then he needs, sometimes it's easier for me to work upside down with this kind of stuff. Okay, see, this is kind of watery. It's not really. Why do I hear pigeons? I hope they're not on my house. Oh Lord, I can't stand those things. Okay, so I'm going to put this line back in where his eye is. Since I'm right-handed, it's harder for me to go from right to left than from left. It's hard for me to go from left to right, right to left. Oh, gee, Swiss is calling me. Oh, yes, thank you. Everybody needs to know that. Thank you so much. Close. Close. Go away. I have no money. So now that everybody knows I have no money, thank you so very much. Okay, so I'm going to put this up. Oh, and his eye goes like this, and it goes like that. Okay, and then, let's see, he has like an eye. You know, the little eye, your little eye crease. There's an eye crease like everybody. Everybody has eye crease. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any space for your eyeball to live. You have to have some place for your eyeball to live. And then he does have like a little thing right here. Yeah, maybe it isn't that color, but before you get to that part, it's really light. His skin is really light right there. So I'm going to put some white and some of that yellow. I'm going to put that right in there because it's really light right there. There's some light shining right under his eye. There's some shining here too. So that looks like that. So, oh no, that's on the wrong side. Oh shoot! Snap! Oh snap! So now I'm going to have to mix that color again. Oh, crap. Okay, so let's see. Let me put it back over here. It's okay. Just do like this. Okay, there's some things to be said about the canvas board. It's okay. It does have its advantages. I can admit that it has its advantages. Okay, and being able to mix like this is one of the advantages. Okay, that's one of the advantages. That you can, like, if you have to go back in and mix something, you can. You can just, like, add some of that color back in. And as long as it's still wet, you can, like, just fade it on out onto your canvas board, and it's okay. I think it'll be okay. You can just mix your colors in like that. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. I'm not saying that it's going to be, you know, perfectly all right, but it might be perfectly all right. It might just be perfectly all right. So now I'm going to come back in here and get with that because I'm, like, not totally digging that all the way. Okay, so now I got to fix his, like, his face over here because it needs a little bit more something. Because I almost have his nose, almost, not quite, but almost. And then I'm gonna just kind of blend that in because I got some brown and some black over here. Because we gotta put it like kind of up here. Put some brown and some brown and brown. some light brown, some dark brown, some, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not being more technical with this. I'm not really trying to teach this as, you know, what I'm doing. I'm just showing you guys that I'm doing stuff today. This is not my class that I'm trying to teach. I'm not trying to show anybody how to do this time. This is like maybe beyond what a beginner would do, I'm thinking. Let's see, there's a little bit of light there. There's a little bit of light here. Just like there's some here, there's some here, there's some here, there's some there, there's some here, there's some here. A little bit more of that brown over there. Okay, mix that up. Okay, so then I'm going to take some of this brown and put that little light dot, because he's got a dot of light on his nose. I learned this from watching the painting Sherpa, that there's these lights and darks on people's lips. Well, I learned that anyway, just in GP, just on GP. Okay, so I want some of that light under his eye. Okay, let me blend it a little bit. I like my stuff to be blended a little bit. Not too much, not too little. Because, you know, okay, this needs some of that white light, that white here. Need some of that on his face. Oh, it's not blending. Let's put some of that in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put that dark brown back where his cheek is, where his jawbone is. Since it's still kind of wet. That back over here so we can see that. And I need to put it maybe a little bit darker over here. Maybe a little darker here. Maybe too dark. Let's blend that out nicely. He still needs that little dark part right in there. It goes like up. Try and get that cheek and come around this way. You can see that he's symmetrical. Both sides. Gotta be symmetrical. Alright, now we're ready to move on to the rest of his face. Let me get his eyebrows in. Top of his eye. And then I'll put white in his eyes, towards the end, because, I'm just trying to get his skin tone in there good. So the side of his face has some light coming in on it. So I'm going to have to hit that up too. I see that. And then I'll get his eyebrow in here. So let's put in the this dark part of his eye, because this is the top part of his eyelid. And I'll put in his eyebrow. That has like the wrong shape. I'm not liking the shape of that too much. So it kind of comes like it's going up and then coming down. Like this. Maybe a little bit more. It goes up, then it comes down like that. Maybe not. Looking at it, it's pretty straight across, but it seems like it raises up just a little bit, so let me just see how I like that. Because nobody's eyebrows are usually the same on both sides of their face. They're definitely not the same on my face. Yeah, that's too much water. Let's put some dark color in there. So you can distinguish what's going on. And this is going to be lighter on this side, because there is light on this side. And so I can see that there's also like a skin fold there. So I'm going to see if I can put that in. I'm a little heavy there. A little heavy there. Get some dark color. Put that back in. Yeah, anytime you make a mistake, you can kind of sort of fix it. Oh, I guess that's dry. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Alright, so you guys can kind of sort of see how he's looking. Oh, you can't really see without the light. That's too bad. This eyebrow's looking a little bit rough. Let me smooth it out. And I'm gonna have to really go in and put those eyebrows in. His are kind of hard to see there because he's kind of squinting. So, but you can see them. So I'm going to make them sort of the same. There you go. Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know why that looks so rough right there. But anyway, let's keep on painting with my little tiny brush. I don't know why I prefer the little tiny brush. It just seems to be able to get into places where, you know, I'm having difficulty. And it seems to be able to smooth things out better. Go figure. It's just my preference. Some people, and then since I'm painting something that's kind of, you know, I know he has like a kind of shadow under here, so I'm going to paint that across the whole forehead because there is a shadow there that I know that there's a shadow. So I'm just going to paint that across the whole forehead. Yeah, I just prefer this because, you know, I like painting in small details. So yay, my face is mostly done. Okay, and I will have to paint in ears and all that stuff, but, you know. So I'm trying to think what I should price this at, because this is going to be in a raffle, and the guy said that I could get half the money. So that's cool. That's like the first time ever anybody has said, you know, we're going to do a raffle and you can get half the money, because mostly they just want you to like donate to the raffle and you don't get jack. So I appreciate that a lot. You know, so this is an African-American event, and, you know, I'm really appreciating, you know, just even the things that the brother is saying, and, you know, the things that he's trying to do. I'm appreciating those a lot. Oh, wait, this dude got like, he got like white all up in his forehead, so let's just do some of that, because that's the light shining off his head, and it's just coming right on down here. Yeah, put a little more red in here so that it kind of matches. So, yeah, I'm appreciating that a lot, because most of the time they just want to say, oh, just donate something, and then you don't get nothing for it. You just donate, and you're just giving them something free. But he didn't say that, so I was like, oh, what, really? Okay, yeah, for sure, I'll be doing that. For sure. You know, I mean, how, you know, because every time somebody's like, oh, yes, please donate, and then you don't get nothing. We're trying to raise money. We're trying to, you know, it's always, you know, we're trying to raise money, and you should donate something because you're participating, and you paid to be there, and you're going to make so much money. They never, oh, we guarantee, they don't guarantee you nothing, you know. But the brother's like, yeah, you know, we'll give you half of what you know. I'm like, oh, cool. That is cool beans, brother. Cool beans. Cool beans to me. So I'm going to put this in here. Put it above here. And then I'm going to put some light above his eyebrow. Because, you know, I'm just going to put some light above here. A bit in there. Some around here on the side of his face. And I'll have to go back in and kind of mix that in a little bit. Some of this brown in here. So that we can see that there's light shining on that side of his face. And I'm hoping that this bright yellow is not too bright. I don't get like, oh, I don't have anything to match that. You know, because mostly African American paintings usually have, you know, this kind of yellowish color to it, or red or something like that. So I did kind of a yellow-orange type deal on there. So I'm going to put this like right here. Just put a tiny bit there. can see the light. Soften that up. I'll go back in later and finish that up. But right now, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It doesn't look exactly like the guy, but that's okay. It looks close enough to him. So now I get to do all this really fun, cool stuff. Oh, let me finish his forehead here a little bit. He's got some more forehead up in here. Oh, dang, my paint's getting dried out on me. Let me not let that happen. I'm going to do my big brush and put some paint up in here. Since this is kind of a big area. And then I'm going to do his hair. I learned how to do hair. How to do black folks' hair. So let me just take a look at his hair. His hair is, I know that it's braided or something like that. So, and it's red. So I'm going to finish his little forehead here right quick. And because he's got like a big old, he's got a bead on it. He's got a bead right here. And then he's got another, like a big giant shell bead or something. And then he's got another bead thing. And then he's got his hair. So let me finish up his hair. Finish up his forehead right here. Where he's got some more shiny stuff on his, like his skin is still shiny. And then I'll do his hair. And so I'll put a little bit more white there so we can see that his head is shining right there. He's got a big area of shine right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna tighten that up on the side. Should be a little bit darker on this side. And then I'm gonna get with that hair, man, because that's like some cool hair. I love our hair. It's very cool. You could do so much. People get all freaked out when they see my hair because it's like, it could change from one day to the next. My mom, she used to jack people up with her, you know, she had wigs. So she would jack people up with all her various Alto V's Davis wigs. Sammy Davis Jr., his wife, had all these wigs that she had this line of. And she used to love her some Alto V's wigs. She would jack people up with her Alto V's wigs, honey. And, you know, I guess I'm kind of like my mom. Because, you know, people at my job, they're like, oh, okay. You know, I go in, I have my little twists and stuff. And then one day I came in and I had my hair. It was all like, it wasn't twisted. I had my big black girl curls. And they were like, oh, what happened to your hair? And I'm like, what do you mean what happened to my hair? Nothing happened to my hair. It's my hair. It's like, whoa. They just didn't know what to say. They were just so flabbergasted. And I was like, yeah. Hey, Deanna. Hey, sis. How you doing, girl? I'm doing this for the Black Las Vegas Food Festival and Block Party. So they're going to do this as a, his face is a little crooked. I may have to fix that up later. For the raffle. So I get half the money. So that's kind of nice. So I'm going to go ahead and let that dry a little. So this is the picture that I'm going from. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And I guess that looks kind of like that, brother. Oh, his eyes he needs more space between his eyes. Not enough space between his eyes. Oh my God. First roll. Space between the eyes. This should be the same space. His eyes are too close together. Oh, dang. Okay, well, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, I ain't gonna try and fix it now. I ain't gonna try and fix it now. That's just, it is what it is. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try and make his cool buttons and stuff. But I gotta let that dry a little bit, so I might as well make his ears. Well, I'm thinking about it, and I got some brown in there. So let me make his ears, because he got some wild ears, man. Because he got his ears are really pierced with stuff. And then he has these big, huge things in his ears. Like these huge things in his ears, like these big bones in his ears. This brother got some huge bones, and his ears are really stretched out. So I'm going to have to try and figure that out, man, and I can't really see what I'm doing over here with this. He got a white thing on there. Oh, man, it's just all messed up. So, and then he's got, so his ear comes down like this. And then it comes over. Man, my paint is so dry. I'm running out of it, too. I may have to get squeeze out some more paint. My paint is all jacked up. It's so old. It dried up. I couldn't find it. It's been in, like, not really storage, but in storage in my garage for 2 years. So some of it's all dried up. And so it's all weird looking. And then he's got like a big old piece of ear right here that's going around this big bone. It's a big white bone. And then this ear, oh geez, he's got a thing coming out of the side of his ear too. Oh wow, snap. That's like serious, bruh. That is some serious things you got on your ears, bruh. Bruh, man, that's some serious stuff you got on your ears. My brother, you have got some serious decorations on your ears, brother. Serious decorations. So this one just comes down like this. And then he's got all this stuff going on to it. And then he has the rest of the ear is coming down like this. And he's just got this little thing coming out. And then I have to like paint in this big old white thing. That's the ear bone. That's the bone. It's the ear bone. So I can call this ear bone. So my white's kind of dried out. But I'm going to put a big old white circle in here. It's a cylinder. And he's got that going on. And then it comes down like this too. It's not quite done being an ear bone. And then on this side, it looks like this. That's some serious ear bone, brother. Some serious ear bone that you got up in your ear. That is some serious ear bones. And I'm sure that started out kind of small and then got bigger. But that's some serious stuff right there. Wow. Dedicated to his decorations, man. That man ain't kidding at all. Okay, and then he's got this big one that's going across his head right here. That's a nice big shell. It looks like a button. Oh, it is a button. Oh, stop. It's just a regular big giant button. Ah! I'm having butterfingers here. I have to fix that and clean that up in just a second. need to clean my water because it's dirty. Oh no, I don't want my paint to look like that. Okay, it's time to clean that water up. I have to put it in my little dirty bucket. But right now, I gotta clean this off of here. So let me get some water and a little paint. Yep. Yeah, I'm not too happy with that right there. Paint that back up there. See if I can get some color on there. Right color. Okay, that's better, but I need to clean my water. So, clean this brush off. Let's dump this dirty water into my other bucket. It really looks like coffee and cream now. Okay, let me get some cleanish water. Some clean water in here. A little bit more. I have cleaner water. I can thoroughly clean my brush. And now, oh dang, don't you go away. Yeah, there we go. All right. And now I can get some more white. That is actual white. And put on there, and it will not turn brown. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and so I don't care if this isn't really totally round. It's round enough for me. I tell the kids I teach, it doesn't have to be perfect, just your best. Okay, so, and then for his ear bone, I need to go back in there with some more white, because that's really see-through. Because I don't want it to be actually see-through. My paint was kind of thickish. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can kind of do something better with that. Make this a little fatter so it doesn't look quite so tall. Let's see. Should maybe come up a little bit more. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks less tall. Looks more cylindrical. Well, not like more square, cylindrical sort of. Like it's resting on his face. And it's part of his ear. Okay, and let's see if I can do something with this one over here. Well, my finger's getting tired of pressing down on this dang phone. I'm sure it's using up my battery. Oh yeah, I'm at 50%, so I might have to get my charger. Okay, let's see. I wonder who my husband is talking to outside. Oh, yeah, he must be talking to my neighbor back there. Okay, let's see. It's time for some more. Oh, I'm running out of brown. Oh no, I'm running out of my brown. Okay, I should maybe wait till this is dry, perhaps. Perhaps just a bit. Wait till it's dry. Those seriously look like marshmallows, really. But they're not. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and make some of the beads that he has on. And I have some light green beads. So I'm going to make some of those. They're kind of greenish yellow. Light green, like lime green. So I make those. That's not the right color. Okay, I'm going to have to squeeze out some more white. I'm going to put that on paper, on my plate, right next to my green. And I'm going to put some more white because my white got weird. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to try to squeeze out some more of, I might need some more of this color. I got to do his neck and his shoulders too. Let's see. So this color isn't too bad. This color doesn't do too bad. It's this color that's all jacked up. Let's see, where is it? It's this. This color, man. This color was like, it just started like to this burnt sienna. This color just started like getting all jacked up. It's all dried up. It looks like, it seriously like looks like poop. Look. That's like messed up. Okay? That is messed up. And trying to squeeze it out is ridiculous. But here goes, because I need some. Oh man, it's like all stuck in there. Jeez, come on now. It's backed up. It's constipated. Oh my God, come on now. There's like, it must be like some that's stuck in there or something. Look at my paint knife. It's seriously stuck in there. So I may have to do some lightweight. I think I used like a pen or something. I don't think I have that over here now. I think all I have is this thing for my, oh, that would work, but I don't want to clog that up. Oh, wait, I have this. This used to be a paintbrush. I don't think there's a paintbrush left on there now, but I can probably use that to, oh, dang, snap. Okay, that's not a good thing. Okay, maybe that was enough to like loosen this up so I can get some paint out of there. Oh, yeah, it's coming out. Seriously, this is what it looks like coming out. That's like bad. But, you know, I refuse to waste this paint, even though it's like all jacked up. I can still use it. Okay, let me see if I can get the top off. I got the top off once. I don't think I'm going to get the top off again. Oh my gosh. How stupid. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try and squeeze it out. That's not working. And this stuff is seriously clogged in here. Is there something stuck in here? What's the deal? I can't get my brush in there any further. Oh, that's as far as that'll go. Huh. I don't have anything smaller than this at my table. I think the last time I used a needle. I'm going to have to get up and go get a needle. I'll be back. This is ridiculous. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, I have to stand. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me get a needle. Because I have one. Oh, it's stuck. Really big needle. Oh, that might be too big. Which one did I use last time? Well, it wasn't the little ones, that's for sure. Maybe it was this big one. I don't know. I don't remember using this, but let's see. This is a big needle. This might be too big. We'll see. No, that's okay. And it's curvy. So maybe it can like do something with this. Oh man. It looked like it did something. Wipe that off so I can use my needle again. I think that's a rug needle or something. For fixing your rug. I've never fixed a rug. I have no idea how to fix a rug. Don't know that I want to know, because if I have to fix a rug, it's probably time to get a new rug. You know what I mean? It's time to get a new rug if you got to do all that. Because it says sacks, bags, and hampers. Seriously? If I have to fix the hamper, I'm going to buy a new freaking hamper. Forget that. For real? No, who does that? I'm not doing that. Hampers don't cost that much. You know, they got them at Target. Just get a new one. Forget all that. Oh, yay. Ooh, look now. Ooh, nice. Ooh, I got a whole bunch of it. Yay. All right, I got that much out of that. Yeah. Okay. It just was clogged right there or something. I don't know. The little top. Oh, no, that's not the one that the top broke out. Oh, shoot. Now it's all clogged up again. It must it's like a turd or something, man. Dang. That's messed up, man. Okay, so now it's all stuck here at the top. I don't really want to mess with it now. Let's see. Like push it down in there if it will like be so it doesn't clog up again. So I may need this color again. Well, I'm sure I will. I swear I'm just gonna have to go break down and buy some more, because this is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous concept, really. It really is. I'll put some yellow in here, because oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show you the picture I'm working from. Let me get my paint together here, because this is like really, really, really dry. It's so dry. It's drying up. That's why it's so hard to get out of the tube. Oh, I need some brown. Where's the brown? This paint has been sitting in my garage in the heat for 2 years. So that's why I mean, this brand of paint is really pretty good paint. It's the cheaper brand of paint, but it is artist grade paint. And I mean, I don't think it's like this. I don't think this is student grade paint. I think this is regular artist grade paint. But you know, it's been sitting in my garage for 2 years. So the fact that it withstood like 115 degrees heat for 2 years, you know, that's pretty good. You know, I mean, it was in a metal box that was wrapped in, in a wood box that was wrapped in plastic wrap for 2 years. So, you know, almost 3 years, really. I think that's pretty good. So, you know, I'm not knocking the paint. I think it did really well, considering what was going on. So I'm just mixing up my colors again so I have them when I need them. Oh, geez, don't do that. I'm having like butterfingers or something, like all nervy, jumpy and stuff. Okay, but what I really need right now is not that color. So I'm going to take this and wipe all this color out of my brush before I go and put it in my water. Because I'm just mixing stuff. Okay. Still got a lot of paint on my brush. Okay, I think it's time for a new paper towel. And it's also time for clean water. So I'm gonna throw away this dirty water in my I have 2 little buckets now. One full of clean water and one full of dirty water now. So now let me get my picture back up so y'all can see what I'm doing. Am I showing everybody in the world my thing? Oh God, I hope not. Okay, so that's my picture. So I'm gonna make his beads, which is what I was trying to do when I ran out of brown and yellow and stuff. So I need to put some white. So I'm trying to mix this green color that's on his headband. So I'm going to mix some white into that because it's a really light green. And I have to hold, you know, I have another iPad, but it's so old. It's from the school district. It's so old that it doesn't really work very well. Like, it doesn't update anything anymore. And if I can't update Google Photos, I can't use it even for school, because I can't use Google anything because our school went to Google everything. So it's like, if I can't use that, then I can't even use it for school, and it's pretty useless then, because that's what it's for. And so being an art teacher, you know, I kind of need Google Photos for documenting student work, for all the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing for it. So, you know, and it's like, and I asked them, well, can we get a new iPad? Because they're giving the new art teachers iPads that are new. And I'm like, well, can I get a new art iPad? And they're like, no, we don't have anything. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I got you. I feel you. So I'm going to just make these little beads. They're not very long. And he has some green right here. And just going to make those little, that's it for the green. That's all the green. I don't see any more green anywhere else. Everything else is orange and blue and white and red. So the next color is a little bit, what is the next color? Looks like a little bit of blue and red and white. I don't know, I can't really tell. So, you know, I'm going to really try and put that in as like a line of beads. So that it's more, not so translucent. And then I'm going to put in some blue. And then a little bit of red. Oh, my red is all dried up. Wow. And I'm sure this red is see-through. So, and I think this is the only red I have. So, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. I may have to put white down. Oh, yeah. Let me pick that red back up, because I'm not liking that at all. Let's see. I may have to put white down so that I can put the beads on top of them. And that might work better. So I think I'm going to put white down, because there's a bunch of white anyways. So I'm just going to put it across his head. Oh, shoot, that goes to his ear. Oh, snap. Okay, so let me angle that down to his ear, because that's where that goes. And put that in the right place, because that's not where that goes. Okay, I'm going to have to fix that. Was not paying attention to that line when I made it. Okay, let me get a bigger brush. Some water on it. I do kind of like the canvas board a little bit. I said earlier in the video I didn't like it, but it does have some redeeming qualities. The one redeeming quality it has is that if you make a mistake, you can just do this to the paint that's on top. Put some water on it. And I don't know that you can do that on canvas. I don't recall doing that on canvas. So, you know, I don't think you can do that on canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line to his other ear. And make my paint there. And then when this dries, then I'll be able to put the bead on top. And then whenever I have white beads, it'll just already be white. There you go. So that's his first line of beads. And then he has another one that has his hair in it. And so that one's going to go like right here. And they all come back down to his ear. So everything comes down to his ear right here. It's easier for me to paint from right to left than left to right. Right to left. From left to right. No, from right to left. Right to left. Left to right. From left to right, then right to left. Yeah, that's easier for me. Okay, and then this one's a little bit off. It's not as big. Oh yeah, it is as big a button. I'm just gonna put that button in. And that one's a slightly different color. And then he has another smaller button that's right on top of that button. And that has some beads that go, those beads go like this. To the side. And then they get connected right there. And then these ones on this side go like this. And they go all the way to the side of his head like this. And get connected like that. Oh man, that's messed up. Okay, and then way up here at the top of his head, he has another button that looks like it's maybe bigger. And he's got some white on the outside of his head. So I could just clean up all the top sides of his head and everything with this. Nice. I like that I can clean up his head. That's nice. Good. That's very good. So I'm going to put the little beads that are there on that too. And then the white is, oh, dang, this white is so dry. I gotta have this paint flow. I can't stand it. Let's put some water in it so it can flow off my brush. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have a real serious problem with this. And I'm gonna let it come down here. And then I need to let that come down here. Okay. Sit. Okay, now that I have all of that, now I can put in the rest of my bead colors. All right, so, I need to put in a little bit more here. There we go. Okay, so now I can start to put in some shadows. So I'm going to take a little bit of black and a little bit of white. Okay, and that's like way too much. I don't know if y'all can really see my palette, but this is what I'm doing here. Because I need to make all these shadows for the buttons and things. So, because it's not really truly totally white, so I'm going to make the inside of the, oh, you can't really see that. Oh, dang, that's way too light. Let's see. Yeah, you can. You can see it. Especially if I put that white back in there. And then I'm going to make like a little outline for this. Please let that paint flow. Oh my God. So then I'm going to make an outline for this. So I'm just going to tighten up that line. Okay, and then I'm going to make a really dark gray that goes in there so that I can see that. And I'm going to make it come around here on this side too. And then I'm going to flow that paint with this. I'm just going to mix it all together just like that. I'll flow this on the inside like this. Dry my brush off a little bit. And then I'm going to put my two little dark holes in there. Put one really dark one. And one not so dark one. And I'm going to put my bright white. Put some bright white in there. On this side. Oh, let's get that some flow. Some flow, flow, flow. White flowing. That on this side right here. So you have that. Oh, I still can't see it. I can't see it at all. Let that white flow, flow, flow. Okay, I gotta take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Better, better, better. More better. So now I'll put that there. I'll put the white flow here. On this side. And I need to like make this really, really white on this side. So that you can see it. Nice. Okay, yeah, because that does have like a little slight blue tint to it, so that's okay. Blue, green, whatever. It's going to have a blue, green tint to it. Nice, 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 nice. And then he needs a shadow underneath that so that it looks like it's sitting on his head. But I'm going to do that last when I get all the beads in. Okay, so now I'm going to get with the red and orange beads. I need orange on here, so I need to make some, like my red's all dried up. So I need to make some red, and I need to make some orange. Make some nice orange in here. And I'm going to put some white over here so I can have like a white-orange color. So it's really light colored, because it's a really light colored orange. So and that also makes this like more opaque and not so translucent. Oh, geez, no. Let's see. Let's more red, please. the heck is the red at? Let's get some more red. This is cadmium red, medium. And it doesn't take much red, but you know, it's like if you don't have any. Red and yellow and blue are those colors. If you don't have them, you cannot make them. You'll be like sitting there talking about, I don't have any red. And then you won't have any. You can't do anything about it. So let's make a nice, really, really nice orange. Water. Hate dry paint. This is the only place I've ever lived where my paint just dries up as I'm painting. Like, acrylic dries fast, but this place, it makes it dry really fast. Okay, and I still need more yellow, so I'm going to put some more yellow in here so that I have it. It's going to just be a big old hunk of yellow. Big old hunk. So I can just have it. Okay, I think that's a good orange, because I do have quite a bit more other stuff that's orange, and it's this color orange. So, okay, that's going to be like here. I'm going to paint some orange, like right above his eyeball. There's some orange. Oh man, that's like really, really, really translucent. I need just like a big old thing of orange. Yeah, like that. So a big thing of orange here, and another one here, and another one here. Because, you know, this is going to have to dry in a minute. Oh, snap. I don't have orange. Oh, boys. Do I have orange? No, I don't have orange glitter. Oh, this is where I could use glitter. Ooh, I could use glitter. Ooh, glitter. Glitter. I could use glitter, you guys. Glitter. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could use glitter. I could use glitter. I could use glitter. Okay, I'm moving it so I can put my head down here, and so that I can, like, my head is not just in the way. Okay, so is my head in the way? Yeah, kind of, sort of. Okay, so I'm going to use glitter in places. Yeah, oh, okay, and he has orange beads here. So he has, oh, dang, I got to make another white one. Oh, shoot. Under this big old bead, I got to make some more white. So he's got one more thing of beads that's right here. So I need to make some flowy white to do that. So let me do that right quick before I get too carried away with glitter. Because you know how happy it makes me. Glitter makes me happy. Even when little kids use it, it does make me happy. But they just need to know how to use it and not be out of control with it. That's all. Oh, and while I have white, I'm going to put some white and brown, and make his eyes. Because he needs white and brown in his eyes, because his eyes have white. But they're not like white. They have white and brown in them, because you can't really see. So let's put some white in his eyes. Water, please. Thank you. Way too watery. I'm just going to suck it up. Because it needs to be more. I may have to get a teenier brush. I usually paint with a really teeny brush. Like really teeny. his eye. Right here at the top. Oh, he's real intense. Ooh, he just came alive. He got light in his eye. He just came alive. He's intense. That's an intense brother right there. He's looking at you. Yeah, when you put that light in the eye, they come alive. They come alive, y'all. I'm not even kidding. So, let's see. There's a little bit of blue. And then there's some red. Put some red. I need some like, my red is so, I need more red. Did I not add red? Oh, I did add red. Oh, I added the red by the yellow. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so I'm going to lay down some, I have like a layer, a little skinny layer of white and blue, and then I'm going to lay down some red. That's not like that. I'm not going to do it like that. That's not going to happen. Not like that. Oh, no, it won't. Okay, so let's see if I can lay this down the way I want it to. Like this, yes. Okay, and I have to come back in and like separate this out. I'm trying to separate it now so it looks like 3 layers. Or 3 rows. Because it is 3 rows of beads. And I may have to go back in and like check that out, do that differently. Oh, there is more orange. Oh, yay. Okay, so let me make these beads longer so that I can get to that orange layer. Because there's a white layer. Okay. There's white. There's a little skinny white layer, and then there's blue. Okay, so let me just figure it out, because, you know. Alright, so let me put this little blue in here. Because there's blue beads in between each little section. After each little section. Okay. I don't know what's underneath that other part, but. And there's red beads. So then there's some white. And then there's some more red. And then there's some blue beads. So let me put the blue layer in. Oh, because there's blue here on this side. Over here. And then the orange, and then the yellow for the orange, and then there's yellow. The blue doesn't seem that long. And then there's a little teeny yellow. I'm kind of liking this. This is kind of cool. I'll put the red back in later. I'm going to put some orange in. So there's some more orange. Put the orange in. A little bit of orange. There's a tiny bit of white. And there's some orange. So the orange I have to put in kind of thick. Because it is so transparent. You can see right through it. And then there's some more white that goes behind his ear. Oh, there's some blue before I get to the white too. So I'm going to go back over here where this orange is and cover this up so you can't really see it. And make this longer. Okay. I'm kind of liking that. Oh, I love my button. I love my buttons. I love my buttons. Pete the cat and his buttons. That's Pete the cat and his buttons. Oh, wait, that's too much. And then there was some more here at the end of this. And there's some right at the end of this. And then there's some blue. Oh, it's too much. And there's white and a little red. And then there's some blue. Oh wow, it's going the wrong way. Let's see if I can get that on there. I have to turn him sideways. Just turn him a little bit sideways. Oh, I'm loving the beads. I'm so loving the beads. I need to get a little more paint. Go this way. There you go. Oh yeah. I'm so loving the beads. No, stay there. Thank you. I'm so loving the beads. Okay, and then he has white, and then it goes behind his ear, so I need to add like maybe another color. So I'm gonna have to add like more green. I think I'll add green. I gotta add more green because I don't have any more green. So let's see. Let me add some red. Nope. Tired of holding that thing down. Okay, so let me add some red here. Somewhere else I need to add red. Where do I need to add red? I need to add red here. Man, I'm gonna put some beads, some glitter on here so that, well, I can. I have some like really fine red glitter, and I could do that. I could add some glitter on here, but I don't want to do this till my paint is dry. I don't want to add glitter on here. I'm just gonna like do him regular. I'm just gonna do him regular. I'm just gonna do him regular. Why did this get so dark all of a sudden? I can't even see it now. What's up with that? Okay, put the red on here. Oh geez, I just got all wet and yucky. Yep. That is not what's supposed to be happening. Just put that right back in there like it's supposed to be. Stop. Is my phone going out? Oh, it's down to 41%. Okay. Now, dude, what's up with this? It says it's on battery saving power. No, I don't want to see that. Why are people bothering me today? I don't know. was going to go vote, but then I wanted to do painting too. Okay, so maybe if I have to put it down like this, it can stop doing it. All right, put my glasses down. All right, let's see. Continuing on. I know this is going to be a really long thing because it's a really big painting and it has a lot of parts to it. Okay, so after that is blue and red again. Oh, no, man, I'm just going to do red and blue. Let's see. I feel like I should put red on the end of this. Maybe not. Do red over here. And then I'm going to do green. Oh, that's where the other red goes. It's on the end of the other one. That's right. Oh, maybe. I'll put a little red on the end of this. Dang, you know. I need to put. Gosh, that looks like poop. Gee whiz. This is like so messed up that it's done that. It's because it's got too water in the ferrule of the brush. There's water in the ferrule. That's the metal part. Okay, so I'm going to try and fix that. But I got to like really do stuff to the brush I don't like doing. Okay, so let's get a little bit more of this green and put some of that green in there. Because I love that green. And that's the only place where the green is at. It's not anywhere else. So I'm going to put a little bit more of that green in there because it's such a nice green. And then we'll have to come back in and do like little lines on there to separate it so that it has a shadow and it looks like beads. So I'll be working on this for a long time, y'all, a really long time. But right now I need to spray my paint because it's all getting really dry again. It's all getting dry again. So let's see. Now that has the red and the blue beads again. So everything has either red or blue beads at the end of it. So let's do some blue ones at the end of this. The red is never just by itself. It's always got the blue with it. There's always red or blue beads at the end of everything. It's really always red and blue. So, you know, if I have blue, I have red and blue. Oh, and then there's white. Shoot. Dang. I need to do that. Let me clean that up. So that just needs to be cleaned up. Oh, there's a big old hair there. Dang. Oh, well. Nothing to do about it. Can't really do anything about it. Okay, so I'm going to put some beads in here where I know it should be white. Okay. All right, now I'm going to try and put the shadows in. So I'm going to add some white and a little blue. And go on this side of my, and I'm going to add some lines to my beads. I need to add some white to that because that doesn't have enough white on it to be white. So let me add some white to this so that it's white. And then I probably need to add a shadow to that or something. Every place where it's white, it needs to just be white. Got a little bit less white over here on this side. So I need to add some more white so it's white. I'll probably end up having to do that everywhere where it is white. Just to make sure it stays white. This is a kind of detailed painting. It really is. But, you know, and so with this, I'm just going to mix up a bit of the blue and white. So I have it. And then I think what I'm going to do is, you know, just make some little marks so it looks like beads. And they're really light and really subtle. You can't really see them that well. But you kind of can. I might need to make that a little bit darker. Add a tiny bit of black to that. There we go. Add a little bit more white. And some water. I think I really want to use a really tiny brush. And I think I'm going to switch to a really tiny brush because this brush is nice, but it's not small enough. So I'm going to go into my arsenal and find a really, really tiny brush. Really tiny, like that big. Because these beads are really small. So I need to make them really tiny. And I mean, you know, I just can't do it with a bigger brush. So sometimes you need what you need. And that's what I need, is something really small. And I think that that's going to give me what I want. Because that's what I want anyway. I'm going to go ahead and make this line around here so I can have my beads there. Yep. And that's what I'm talking about. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm making really, really small lines. Really small. Almost like little bricks. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in and see if I have any more of this green left. I do. I'm going to go back into this green and make it more opaque. I'm going to have to clean some of it up. There's not much of it left, so maybe I'll make some more. Not with that teeny tiny brush, I'm not. No, sir. I'm not going to make anything with that little teeny tiny brush. I have to do that with this bigger brush so I can have some more green and make that a little bit more, or a little bit less see-through. So let me pick this up with this little brush because it's still see-through. No, don't get on that. Okay, so let me put some thicker, and I got all over my blue. Just thicker green down. Okay, so that's good there. And then what I'll do with that is I'm going to mix a little bit of gray into all my colors so that I can, well, except for the black. Oh yeah, maybe I will. I'll take some of that gray that I have and make my beads on the blue so that I can see them, because it's okay. Oh dang, water came, shoot. Okay, I'll make some gray onto my, there we go. And then now you're going to use the light and the dark for the beads on the gray. I hope y'all can see. I'm not just seeing the top of my head. That's why I moved this thing so that y'all can see the top, so see something other than the top of my head. So let's see if that works for the. I don't think so. I need like a darker, like a brown or something for that. A brownish orange or something. So I'm gonna put some of that orange and brown together. Let's put some orange and brown together. orange and brown together, so I have like a darker orange. Yeah, there we go. I think that's going to work better than the gray. Yeah, I want a dark color there so you can see that. I might change my mind and do the dark. I don't know what color I'm going to use for the dark blue because it's so dark. I might use, I don't want to use pink. That's just not something I want to use. Maybe a maroon color for that. Let me add a little black to that. Red. It's kind of a maroon color. Yeah, I think that might work. The maroon color to the red. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, I think that's going to work for the red. I think I should add a darker color to the blue. I really do. I don't like that light color on that blue. Let me get my brush. I'll put the blue back in there. So I don't like that light color on that blue. It's okay for the white, for the yeah, I don't think I like that light color for that blue. I think I'm gonna do something different with that. Oh wow, they're playing some kind of wild music. I have my window open because it's a nice day out and it's not 1,000 degrees outside and it's not freezing cold, so you know, why not? Yeah, I'm liking that, but I think I need to do like something else. So I don't really know what color to add to that. Maybe I'll see what black looks like with the blue, and see if maybe some brown or something. I don't know. Let's see. I don't want it to be too dark. Maybe I'll add some brown to the blue. See what color I get. That's an interesting color. That might be okay. Might be able to see it. We'll see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if you can see this on the black, on the blue. Yeah, sort of, kind of. The blue is very dark. But yeah, you can see that. And maybe since you can still kind of sort of see. Oh yeah, I like that. You can see that. That's better. I like that much better. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. I'll put some water in here because it's kind of like... Yeah, that's better. Much better, much better. Much, much better. Yay. I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see anything. Oh, nice. Yes. Okay, so I need to add some gray to the green. I'm going to add a little black to that green. Oh, that's way too much. Gray that green down. Still be green. Or not. Looks like it's not green still. Looks like it's just gray. Okay, well, it's just going to be gray. That's fine. It's got a green tint to it, so it'll be okay. Let me add some actual green to that gray, so it's green gray. I don't want it to just be gray. That's boring. I'm gonna add some green to it, so it's like greeny gray. Yeah, better. Yeah. Okay, that's better. I like it better. The green gray. Nicer, much nicer. Oh, yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna have to fix this where it's so dark, or where it like overflowed onto the brown part. So I'm gonna fix that right quick with a little bit of skin color. And then now that I have my skin color out, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a shadow underneath all this. I'm gonna like put a little skin color on here, and then I can put my shadow in. I'll just put a little light color, light skin color underneath all of this. I'll just go really slow and make it kind of wet, so that I can go back in and put the skin color in there and put a shadow under there. I'll make that kind of dark so that you can see the shadow under there. Let me add that to this dark brown and see what we get. Water, water, need water. Oh my gosh. Trying to mix up this nice deep dark brown. This paint dries before I can do anything. Okay, so now I'm going to add some really dark in there, right up underneath there, so that there's a shadow. There we go. There's a nice shadow. Okay, so let me add some more brown and red close to his nose, up underneath here, so I can get right under around this circle. And then I can add some more shadow under there. Around here. I'm going to blend that in to the surrounding area. Just like I did over here. And then this had just the tiniest bit of white in it. And I'm going to put my shadow right underneath there. Yeah, they're playing a rock music today, boy. I don't know who that is playing that. Must be have some new neighbors or something that moved in, because I ain't heard nobody doing that recently. it's not my husband. Now, that's not to say he couldn't be over there talking to them guys, because, you know, if he thinks they're musicians, he might be over there, but I'm sure that it's not him. Okay, I'm going to put a shadow underneath here. I'm going to put some brown over here. This side's a little bit darker. Oh, that's way too light. Too much water. It's definitely some guy stuff. They're playing like Kiss and stuff. Yes, I do know who that is. I had my rock and roll era. Oh, geez, it got too dark right there. Oh, there's like a little bit of... Okay, I'm liking that. All right, moving on to the next button. Let me turn this back on and see what's happening. Yeah, I'm not putting any shadows on that. I'm sorry, that's like too much work for that. It's just have to be what it is. There's a little bit of shadow at the top of his head where the beads are. Just a tiny bit. So I can see that, and that's where, you know, I see a little tiny shadow right here at the top. Oh wait, that's too much. Let me put some here. Jeez, water. Can I just get some? And then right here at the top of his head is where all this light is shining. So let me get some paint from here, add it into there. Oh, more spritzing. More spritzing. I have to spritz every like 10 minutes. Otherwise this stuff's gonna dry up. More spritzing. Okay. So I can kind of see the shadow here, so I add this a little bit of dark color right in here. Just right here on the sides where it's like his head is like, you know how you put stuff on your head and it's kind of tight on your head, and then like right here it's going to be tight on his head. And there's like this little bit white. It's right in there. It's a little bit of white. That's like all where his, and then his hair is like all under here too. So I gotta draw his hair too. Oh my god. So it's like very light right there. His head is very light right there. So then now I get to try and draw all this hair he got. Oh my gosh. These locks that he has that are coming out. So he's got like a lock over here that's coming underneath. And then he's got like a lock under here that's coming underneath. And then he's got a lock over here that's coming underneath. And then the rest, oh man, he's got like some more beads. He's got like a line of red beads after his white beads. He's got a line of red beads or something. I don't know what it is, like red beads. You know, I've not seen a Maasai person in their traditional dress, especially a warrior. So I don't know. What do they really for real look like? Not for real. So I'm going to have to guess I don't know. Okay, and I'm going to put this down because I need to turn this sideways because I just really don't know what's happening here with this. I just can't go in that direction with paint. It's really hard for me. So I have to use another way to do that. Okay, and I'll have to go in this direction with this guy. I'm just going to make this like this as best I can and fill this in with the red, and then I'll look and see if there's any more red anywhere else. Oh, I'm so liking him. His face is so nice. His face is so nice. Okay, and then he has another red one at the small bead, which is on top. So I'm going to make another red one while I have my red out. And that one is here, up here. So I'm going to make another red line up here while I have my red out. And just go ahead and fill those in. Oh, dang it, stop. This is so annoying. I'm so mad at my iPad. It's so much easier to do anything when you have two or more. That's why I had to. So does this mean I have to buy another one, or can I use my tablet? Because I do have a tablet. It's not the neatest, nicest, but you know, I think I can get Google Photos on it. You know, I just hadn't brought it upstairs, you know. It's usually there to remind me of my appointments. And that's its main function and focus. Remind me of my appointments, because it just dings anytime. Ding, it's time for you to go to the dentist. Ding, it's time for you to go to the Clark County Artists Guild. Ding, it's time for you to do this. And I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta do this. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, I gotta remember to pay that bill. You know, it keeps me straight. So that's, you know, because it just sits there and it has like a little alarm and it says, ding, 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 you need to do this. But I can hear it in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh, please stop dinging. You ding dong, please stop dinging. But, you know, that's why I have it. So I can, like, keep track of myself, because otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing when. Okay, so obviously I need to get some more paint, some more red. But for right now, this is looking okay. And I don't really know if this is like a strap or what exactly this is. So I'm just going to add it as some red. But right now, I need some more red. I like his face. His face is nice. I may not need too much more red, but I'm going to add some. Oh, got into the brown. I need some more red. So I'm going to just keep adding some red while I have it. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I think it's like that color red. It's kind of thick red, so I'm going to thicken it up. If I have to go back in and add my white, that's fine too, because the white is much thicker than the red. It's more opaque. You can't see through it. Uh-oh, time for something to drink. Oh, bubbly drink. I don't know why I decided to do that. It's been sitting there for the longest. Yeah, when I first started this was looking pretty funky and weird. I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't be doing this on Facebook. This doesn't look right. But then, you know, you just have to have confidence in what you do. Believe that you know what you're doing and do it. Now, his eyes, yes, are too close together. So that's something I still have to work on. But other than that, I really like his face. And I think anybody would be happy to get this one, because this is a nice painting. I was hoping to be done in 2 hours, but I don't see that happening. So this is not a painting that I would be doing with my painting class. This is an advanced painting. So those of you who think you are bad enough to do that, you go right ahead with your bad self. This is for advanced painters. This is not for those of you who are just starting out. Sorry. Sometimes I do stuff that beginners can do. This is not one of those times. This one is one of the ones that be for sale. And then I'll make sure I get like some copies of this, you know, take some pictures and all that good stuff. All right, let me see what else I'm doing on this part. There's some more red to do. No, now the next thing it looks like I'm doing is some little hair. And so I'm gonna try and define his hair. But I need to clean my water because my water is really dirty. So I'm gonna empty my chocolate milk and get some more water, dip some more. This is an old palette I have from the last painting I did, which was my Dia de los Muertos. Esmeralda, Dia de los Muertos. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, girl. How you doing? This is my painting. I'm going to be doing a black Las Vegas black food festival and block party next week. And so I'm doing this for a raffle. And I said I would get half of whatever it was raffled for. So I'm hoping that it'll get a good turnout on it. I'm going to fix that nose in a little bit, but right now I'm going to work on this button. Oh, dang it. My iPad just punked out on me. It just, you know, decided that it could no longer provide me with the type of internet and connectivity that I needed. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I can't use my other iPad to do anything with because it doesn't actually do anything anymore. It's very sad now. It doesn't do what it used to do. It can't get Google Photos anymore. It's like, I can't download that anymore. I'm like, what? Really? Oh man, that's a bummer. So I don't think I can even use it for my job, which is what they gave it to me for. So that's super sad. Alright, so I'm going to try and do the hair. So I'm going to get some of this and lay down some, wait, before I do that, let me finish up his head, because his head looks really messed up here. Let me put some more color in here. Let's get it dark brown over here. Because his head is all jacked up over here. Well, there's light shining right here, so. And then I got a little shadow here. So I'm going to put the shadow back in right here. It's kind of weird to have the shadow and the light at the same time, but there you got it. I don't really see very much of a shadow there where the white is. So I'm going to leave that alone for right now, the beads, and go ahead in here and get with this hair that I got going on. Because it's a wild hairdo that these Maasai warriors have. And it's red and brown. So let me lay down the base color for that. I wonder if that's our neighbor. Well, obviously it's our neighbor that's making all that. I wonder if it's our neighbor to the left. Let's see, he had somebody building something on his patio. Put down some color over here. This is so annoying to keep doing this. So I can see. Oh snap! He got a whole other little thing on here. Oh jeez. He got like red, yellow, and black beads. Okay, so before I can do this, I'm gonna like make this smaller because this is a really small band of. So I'm gonna have to put some white down so I can put my yellow down, and then he's got a little skinny one, and then a yellow. Oh jeez. All right. I'm gonna go over this because this isn't like too big. Because this is a really small band of color, and I made it too big. So I'm gonna make that smaller so this can be hair. And I'm gonna make this smaller too, because it's really a skinny little thing, but I couldn't get my brush in there to do that. Alright, I gotta fix some stuff here. I got over enthusiastic with my red. It's just that I didn't want to put down all that. So I'm gonna like fix that and make that skinny. I'm doing the hair now, so I don't have to worry about the button. I'm going to do the button after I finish the hair. Because this hair is like some kind of weird thing, man. Just this little tiny little band of red on both sides. So I just need to expand all my little hair. Because there's beads, there's yellow beads there. Duh. I just was getting all, oh yeah, I got red. Yeah, you do. Now I know how Bruce feels when he be on there. Bruce sees all. I watch that all the time. And he just be talking and talking about anything and everything. And I know how it feels. You be talking, you be like, well, I wonder if anybody's listening. But he has subscribers because, you know, he be on YouTube. I'm not on, well, I am on YouTube, but I haven't posted anything to YouTube in a while. Because I just been doing Facebook Live. It's easier to just do Facebook Live because, you know, if you say something that's, you know, you don't, I mean, they'll take you down off of YouTube. Well, they'll take you down off Facebook too. Just by the by. Okay, I think I'm going to have to put some white down because, hey, Melissa. Hey, girl. I see you got back. I'm doing this for the festival next week. I hope this is dry enough. This is, I'll show you the picture. That's the picture of the guy. He got all this weird stuff in his ears. Like, his ears are seriously pierced. Like, those are not marshmallows. I think they're bones. But I'm trying to get with these beads right now. So I'm going to lay down a layer of white on top of this brown that I have. Because I have to put down some yellow and black beads. So, and they're kind of big. They're kind of big beads. So, yeah, I'm going to lay down a layer of yellow and black beads. Put down some white first so that my yellow doesn't show through the brown because it's hard to put yellow down on top of anything that isn't white. Yellow is so transparent. Jeez, now I have blue inside there. So, oh no, it's still wet, ew. Well, that's still better than brown. So, hope you had a good drive, my friend. Glad you're home safe. Okay, let's see. Dang, I'm hot. These lights are hot. Okay, so I guess I'm not doing the hair yet. I'm still doing beads. I thought I was going to do this little cool hair, but not right now. I'm doing the beads. Because I can't do the hair till I get the beads done on the front part. So I might have to let that dry for a bit because that's kind of thick paint. It's real thick, actually. Man, jeez. I have to shut this down and tune y'all in tomorrow. Maybe I'll do my button. I'll do the button. jeez. My hip is killing me, y'all. It's killing me. So I'm going to do the button on this. He has a different kind of button on this one than the front one. Let me just block it in. This is a slightly different color too, I think. Let me see. It has the nerve to be 80 degrees up in here. Oh yeah, this one is kind of like off-white, so it's not quite white. Well, that's okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. I can make it whatever color I want. So it's kind of a yellowy white. So I can put, maybe not that much yellow. It's kind of a, it's not really yellow. It's kind of like orangey, orangey yellow. It's kind of an off-white. Maybe not that much. Yeah, maybe kind of like that color. It's kind of an off-white. The other one had more of a blue tinge to it. This one has more of a yellow tinge to it. So I think I may have to make that color. So I have some, I don't know where to put that, jeez. I have no room left on my palette. I have all these colors too mixed up. So I don't have any room left to make anything. Okay, so I have that. I'll have to make some of this color, a little white in it. A little, yeah, okay, that's good. This is the button. It's kind of a yellowish color. I don't really want to mix up my white. I like my white to be white. I'm going to add some more white. Add some white directly on there. So I have some. I'm going to add some extra white here because I'm going to still be needing white forever. I feel like I'm going to be doing this forever. Oh my God. This started out so nicely. And now, I'm not sure. Just not sure. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to flip him upside down so I can work on this side. It seems very far away. I'm going to get with his button because this button is kind of weird. It's one of those weirdo buttons. At first I just thought they had like a piece of shell or a piece of bone that they had used, you know, because since they deal with cows all the time. But it's an actual like European style button. So I mean, they have been in contact with Europeans for, you know, at least the last couple of 100 to 150 years or something. So, and Africans have been trading with Europeans for, I don't know, 500 years now at least. East Africans, I'm not sure, but I know that they were trading with the Arabs for at least 1,000 years. So who knows what kind of stuff that, you know, they've been dealing with. So let me see about making this weirdo button. So this is one of those ones that has like a little rim around it, around the end, and then it has this little like eye thing in the middle. So I have to figure out how to make that. So I'm going to get my little teeny weeny brush, and I'm going to add a little bit of brown to that, and a little bit of orange, and a little bit of yellow. Uh-oh, some green creeped in. Oh, I guess that's okay. So let me hold him down and so I can see him. And I'm going to add some of that to that white so I can make the shadow. Dang, if I can get it away from the green, it might be okay. I'm going to make the shadow around the rim of that button. turn right side up so I can see where the shadow goes, because I'll be making it on the wrong side. Okay, let's see. It's kind of at the top of the button, and then this other button is on top of it. Oh, shoot. Really? What a pain. Okay, so then this one goes this way. And I'll have to make this whole other little button, which is kind of silvery, whitish, kind of. Okay, and then I can still see this. It's not quite the same, but yeah, okay, so it's not as deep. Okay, so, and then this has this weird little thing, doohickey thingy. I need some water in here. This paint. Ooh. So this has this weird little doohickey thing. This little eye thing. It makes like a little shadow. In there. And I'm gonna get rid of that. And then on the bottom it's white. There's like a little white rim on the bottom. You can see how it's made. And then there's a white rim here. And then, let's see, I really want to like take some water and take some of this and do what I did on the other one, which is take some water and go around this so I can have some of that shadow color. Okay, so I need to add some straight up brown to this. So I can have that, yeah. There we go. Have some straight up brown to that. Nice. I'm liking that better. Ooh, nope, 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 don't do that. Do, 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 do. Ooh, yeah. Okay, and then we got some white in there. Okay, so then now, yeah, a little bit on the inside here, a little gray it out a little bit. Still have some of that blackish, bluish brown color that I had. What y'all doing over there? Making a big old noise. Let's see if I can get this to do what I want it to. There we go. Nice. Okay, so now I'll take the little teeny brush in here. Get some of this color, add that in so that I have the colors I want. I'll do that there. And then I need to add in the butt, the round part. Let me some really dark part in there because there's a little bit that's kind of dark. I can. Oh no, too much water. Dang. That's good. Suck that up with this brush. Yep, there you go. Sometimes you can use those brushes to suck stuff up if you get too out of line with it. And there's a very small amount of water and paint in here. Very small. Really tiny. Okay, so now I have to put the other button on top of this. And there's a big old shadow in here. And this is kind of a silvery, whitey kind of button. So I might as well do that because I got to do it anyway. So I have to put this over the top of this because this button is over top of this other button. So I have to fix that because that's, didn't realize that exactly. Well, I did, but I forgot. Since I'm doing these doggone buttons now. It's not that big of a button, but and it's kind of weird looking, so it's more of an oval than it should. It should be more of an oval than I've made it. So let me round it up a little bit. Jeez, that's getting too big. Okay, let's see if I can roll the water off of that and fix that because I don't really like it. Yes, oh, this board, you can fix even stuff you did before. Oh, nice. Kind of like that. Well, let me see if I can really fix that. A little piece of tissue paper. Dip it in my water. I'm going to dip it in some actually clean water. Water that's actually clean. Oh, now my thing has decided that it's going to do something. I don't even want to hear from that thing. Oh, nice. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it should look like. It's right there. Okay, that's too much. I need another paper towel. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Where's my brush? Here we go. So I'm going to try and fix that so that it just is that. Because it was pretty small. It's a pretty small button. Pretty small. Alright. And it's kind of silvery gray. So I'm going to put this over here where the a little bit of blue, a bit of black. And make that my silvery gray button. Because it's less white than it is silver. Okay. Oh, I really like that button. That came out kind of okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. And this one might be a little dark. But let me look at it because it was kind of silvery looking. Oh, wow, it has like a blue-green tint to it. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do all of that. All that kind of blue-green tint, yeah. some blue, a little green. I put all that up in there. Yeah. Oh, I'm liking that all already. A little more blue. I can see that all up in there. Yep. Stay there. Yeah, then that's probably reflecting off of his beads that he has at the top. It's probably reflecting off of there. So I'm going to add some water to this so that we just get this all the way around. There we go. And then this has some white right in the center. And it has white all around the edges. So I'm going to get some watery white. Watery white. I usually do the other side, but I'm not right. That's okay. And some that has a little tint in it, because this doesn't, since this is such a darkish color. I'll go all the way around here. Okay, so it's going to be more let's see if I can get that white on there. Just the way I want it. Yeah. And then there's like a really dark blue on there. So let me get the white in there where I want it. And I'll put that dark blue against there because it's much darker than, and then there's like a dark white, bright white center. Right there. And I'm going to put like a buttonhole in there. But first I'm going to put some of this blue-green gray up here at the top. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let's see if I clean my brush out and make that white go around the edge, because it's not around the edge. Okay, there we go. I have to clean that up a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to put some of this
dark button color with a little bit of black in it so I could make a buttonhole, because this one needs a buttonhole in it. So that it looks like there's a buttonhole in there somewhere. And wherever you have light, you have to have dark. That's just how it works. So I'm going to add a little gray up in here too. And a little bit of that gray black. Just because I know that that's what's going on with that. Okay. Now I can start making some of my beads. And some hair. Beads and hair. Let me look at that. Yeah, I really can't tell what his hair is looking like. It's just really colors. Even though I know that his hair is braided or twisted or locked or something. So I'd have to look at a different warrior to see what that's actually about. In the meantime, while I have my little white and gray color out, I feel like I should at least attempt to finish his little ear things and do something with that. So I'm going to take some more white and mix it in so I can have like a nice edge on these things. Get a nice flow on that. And then put the little ear hole things in there. Because there's like a really dark area inside of there. And so I'm going to do that on both sides so that I have my little ear hole, ear things. Oh, that one didn't come out quite like I wanted it to. Okay, and then this little ear thing. They seriously look like a marshmallow, but that's not what it is. So I'm going to put some more ear on here. So it doesn't look so marshmallowy. Then, so just try to clean that up a bit. It's all yellow. And let's see, it needs a little bit more white on this side. So this side made the ear bigger. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna go with that. And let me put some of this darker color inside. You can see where is that darker color? Let's see. Hard to tell. Okay, on this side, it's on the inside here. And then it just kind of mixes in with this color. I'll put that in there so I can mix it. just kind of blend these things together with my teeny brush. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. That dark color on the inside. Maybe not. I should maybe go on the other side. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then the lighter color on this side, because that's where the light's going to hit. Maybe that's too much. And I'm going to have to fix that because that got way out of line. Okay, so let's... Ooh, wait, what happened here? Why is that, like, not white? Interesting. Okay, let's see what happened there. Okay, I feel better about that part anyway. And then there's like, there's a shadow on his ear. Oh wow. Let's see, I'll make some brown. A shadow on his ear right here. This is his skin, so it needs to be brown like the rest of his skin. There's a dark shadow here, so I'm going to like lighten this up so that it matches his skin. Water, please. Paint drying out. Yeah, fix his ears too. Okay, so then he's got a dark shadow here. Put that dark shadow in. Goes along the end of his you see the shadow of his face. And it goes around the edge of the ear here. Get it right there. Can have that dark shadow. Sucker in a little bit. Oh, no, actually, that dark shadow is like a definite line. So I need to have that as a line. But it's not a black line, it's a brown line. So let me fix that. Dang it. Water trapped in your ferrule. Be aware. Spell disaster. Okay, so there's his ear. Okay, and then the rest of his ear goes like this. There's like this little tube of his ear where he's got this thing coming out of his ear. It's a, you know, thing. And then his ear comes down. So his ear's got a shadow here. And a shadow there. Need a slightly bigger brush for this. Too much. Okay, so let me try and make the little tube gonna be the tube. And then he's got some dark part of his ear here. It goes under the tube. It's really dark. Really dark. I'm mixing some brown right now so I can have some more brown, dark brown for under his ear, because his ear is really dark in here. Since I'm over on his ear, he's got some kind of weird little thing, doohickey thing. And there's a shadow where his ear is. And then there's, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, there's some light shining on his ear. There's some light brown shining on his ear. Some light brown, please. Some light brown shining on his ear. Boop. Some right there. Boop. Some right there. Boop. Some right there. Shining on his ear. And there's some right here. Shining on his ear. Let's put some red in that. Brown. So it's supposed to have is red and brown. Not white. Red and brown. Okay. Okay, let's see the other ear. Same thing on the other ear. It's a little bit thinner over here on the side. Got a little bit of white shine on the ear. This ear, same deal. He's got that little weird thing coming out of his ear. Okay, and he's got the white of the thing coming around, but I'm not gonna paint that just yet. So let me paint the little thing where it's sticking out of, where his ear is sticking out of the little thing. Paint the little, and he's got a big shadow under his ear, so you can't really see. I'm gonna paint a fold in his ear, and he's got another fold here. It's really dark. Oh, wrong place. Okay, there's the fold, that's dark. And then in between, it's lighter. And that part is lighter because that's got light shining on it. Here's the part. There's a fold. This is the part that's all weird. But there is a shadow here, and that's the shadow where he has a little thing coming out. It's, his ear is pierced at the top, and then right here is a shadow where his ear, the inside of his ear. And then here is the shadow of the ear fold. There's ear folds. Everybody has that. Everybody has the ear fold. If you don't have an ear fold, you've been fighting professionally, and your ear starts to look like a cauliflower. It's all weird looking. Get some white. Make the light that shines right here on the side of your ear. And he's got some on the inside of his ear that's shining. Right there. his ear is shining too. Right. Okay. We'll make the rest of all that ear. Oh wait, I forgot to do the other part of his ear down here on the bottom. He's got this light part here, and then he's got a shadow on the bottom here, right here on the very bottom of his ear. It's coming up off of his skin. There is a little bit of light reflected from that ear thing onto his skin right here. Just a tiny bit, not very much. Just a little bit of light reflected right there. Alright, so I'll have to put those little weird things in later. But right now, back to the buttons. And the yellow and white beads. So I'm going to mix some white with my yellow so that it's more opaque. So we'll see what happens with that. That yellow is too dried out. It's like this yellow is all dried out. It's like stuck to my brush. Okay, I'm running out of places here to mix colors. Let's see if I can mix some yellow and white with that. Make me a nice lemon yellow. Yeah, there we go. Something more opaque. I'm gonna add that. You know what? I need some clean water. Hey, Melanie, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you. I'm painting this for the Black Las Vegas Food Festival and Block Party next Saturday. So if you're in town, go and check it out. I'll be there. And they'll be auctioning this, well, not auctioning, they'll be raffling this off. So you could win it. You could win this fabulous Samburu warrior of the Samburu people. So I would suggest you go get yourself down there on next Saturday between 1 and 11. I hear it's going to be the happening thing and happening place to be. That's what they say. I'm excited to be there. As excited as I can be about, you know, loading up my stuff, sitting in a chair. That's real hard and hurts my hips. Trying to sell my artwork, but, you know, this is going to be done by then. Hopefully it's going to be done tonight. I may have to turn my, this may be a 4-hour painting or something, because this one's pretty intricate. So I thought I was going to charge like one price for this, and I think it's going to be something else. Because this is pretty intricate. I've been doing this for several hours now, and I'm going to have to maybe stop and finish this tomorrow or something, because I got other stuff to do. So I think what I should do is just paint it all yellow, and then come back in and paint the in-between parts black. And that'll be the easiest thing to do, because, you know, why mess around with that? You know? Why mess around? Trying to mess around with stuff that, you know, just there's not a reason for it. But I'm kind of liking my guy. His eyes are a little close together, but I'm okay with that. I can maybe make his eyes smaller. Maybe. I might fix that, I might not. I like the way he looks. I like that yellow. It's not as bright I think his beads are maybe a little brighter, but I like that. Six in one hand, half a dozen in another. We'll see. Okay, and do I have any more yellow? I do have yellow around his neck. I don't know what I'm going to do with his neck yet. I'm still trying to figure out his hair. So, and his buttons and stuff. Oh, I got to figure out, I got to fix his button on the bottom. His button on the bottom needs, where's my little teeny tiny itty bitty brush? His button on the bottom needs a shadow. So I have to put a shadow. Oh, jeez, I just almost used up all my brown. Okay, I need to put a shadow underneath here. So I'm going to put some water on that. And then get some gray. So I'm going to put some shadows underneath here. Yeah, because that's a button. And I kind of need to like make that a little bit more defined on the edge. The edge is not very well defined. So I have to get some black. Darken that up just a bit. Some water on there. Darken that up just a little bit. That shadow's kind of dark. Make it a little bit darker. That might be too dark. I think that's too dark. Just a bit. I guess a little bit too dark. I'm gonna have to soften that up a little bit so it looks like a shadow. I'm kind of liking the softening up part. There we go. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that without my glasses on. Okay, but I still need to fix this button. This button is all out of line. It's all out of whack. It's not straight. I don't think I have that color anymore. Let's see if I can make it white. Blue. I think I'm gonna have to use brown on that because it's just not, that's not enough. It's not, it's wacky. It's wacky. I'm gonna have to straighten it up. I have to like clean it up, straighten it up. Clean that button up because it's not cool at all. There we go. Better, better, better. More better. Okay, that's better, better, better. I can put that red back in a little bit on there. Fix that. It's getting in the way here. Okay, I don't really care if it's looking like that for me. Take some white. Fix that up. Oh yeah, better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Cooking with gas. Cooking with gas. Let's see, does it look like a button? I suppose. All right. Oh, it's giving me a headache. Oh Lord, I didn't eat that. Okay. I'll have to figure out how to do his hair. Yeah, I got his ears and all that good stuff.
I don't know, guys. I may have to take a break, you guys, because I'm getting tired. I'm hot. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. My head is starting to hurt. I need to take a pill. Everything's starting to hurt. Need to take a pill for something. Either my head, my hip, something. Need to take some food. I may have to come back for part 2 of this. But he looks real good on camera. And he looks even better in person. So I'm pretty pleased with him. There's a couple of things I want to fix, but you know, overall he looks really good. I'm gonna have to finish up his hair and his buttons and the rest of his beads. He's got like a lot more beads, so I may just kind of blur out. I mean, he has beads like under his neck, and I don't know why I decided to do all these doggone beads, but you know, this may or may not end up being, you know, really, I should just sell this for like $300 for real. But, because this thing is taking me forever to do. Forever, you hear? This is not, I thought it was going to be a 2-hour painting. And it started out to be a 2-hour painting until I started doing all these doggone beads and buttons. And now I've been at this for like 3.5 hours. So, that's like one of the longest things I've ever done live on Facebook. So I think that I need to take a break. Go to the bathroom, you know, see if my hip is still work, if my leg has fallen asleep, if my butt has fallen asleep. Get some food before like I pass out. And crack my back, crack my neck. Oh God. This was like a marathon session, but I'm pretty happy with him right now. So maybe the next time you guys see me, or the next time you see it, it'll be done. Because I really do need to like get up out of this chair, oh my God, and figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to come back and finish him a little bit later after I eat food. Because it's getting dark outside, and I need to close my window and turn on the air conditioner or something. Because I like him, but I need to like go away for a minute and do something else. I have other stuff to do, and like I'll put my paint in something, or put some plastic over it or something, because I could mix these colors again. I'd prefer not to, but you know, he's got more beads. Oh, you know, I'll do the black beads before I go, because you know, let's just finish that part, okay? Because these are kind of cool. So let's just do those black beads. Because those are some really cool beads he has on. Let me get water. And then I gotta go because my back is hurting. My sides are hurting. I need to take a break. It's been a long deal here. I won't be doing this like this again. Oh no, don't get on the button. Oh, that looks nice. Ooh, that looks really nice. I like that a lot. Okay. Here the geese going to bed.
They just live over by the golf course. They don't go anywhere for south or for, you know, for the winter. They just go to the golf course for the winter. They got it living good over there. They're not flying anywhere. They're like, you know, we're just going to ignore that whole migration thing. We're not doing that. We got it living real good over here. We're not going anywhere. Forget that Canada place. We're not going there. Sorry. We're not doing that. Oh, I really like that. That looks cool. Looks really cool. That looks very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I gotta go watch Doctor Who in a minute. I might be missing him right now. I don't even know what time it is. But it's time for Doctor Who. So I'm gonna see y'all in just a few next time. And then I got some stuff to do for school. And that requires some of my attention and time. Otherwise, you know, I won't have any time to do it before this festival. And it has to be done before the festival because I have a 3-day, I have to do some more stuff. I have more paintings to do that are like this. Because I'm surprising even myself with this. Because, you know, most of the time I do like a transfer, a photo transfer. But I've been doing so many of those that, you know, I feel like I've just needed to like just do some actual painting and see what it came out like. And I'm really pleased with myself. I'm pleased with myself, if I must say so. I'm pleased with myself and my abilities now. I think I can paint people now. I'm good with that now. Okay, folks. That's not a wrap, but it's a wrap for tonight. So I'm going to wrap this up. And when you see this next time, and I will show you guys the finished product and make it into like a little 5-minute video or something like that. I will show you guys what it looks like in the end. I thank everybody for tuning in, but I gotta go get some food. I gotta watch my Doctor Who on TV and figure out what's happening with Doctor Who, because that's my favorite sci-fi show for right now, since I can't watch anything else. I gotta clean my, oh jeez, my glasses are really dirty. Oh wow, that's all paint water. There's paint on my glasses. But I'm gonna see you guys later, and check y'all out, and thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the slick side. Everybody come see me on Saturday, and I have some more stuff like this. Talk to you later, bye. Love y'all.